guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on our test server and we are looking at the Bountiful trials of the brand new Wilder hero that we have. Overall guys, Nevanthi, it seems like she is going to be pretty good. We tried her out in the trials. There are a lot of heroes that I'm going to kind of go over at the end of this that are falling within formations. So looking at our first formation, she is a buffer and she's kind of a little bit different. So a hero like Mishka, she is going to buff the pets. She is going to buff both wolves with Mishka. This has been tested. This has been proven. We're going to run Iran and a star in this one. So overall, guys, she is going to amplify the damage, and I'm going to turn it on 2 speeds. So she is going to amplify the damage that we're seeing on some of our summoning heroes, which again is going to be pretty broken. Now she is going to require the plus 60 engraving because with the skill based on the final skill, the force skill that she possesses, that is the buffing skill for the entities. Looking at this formation, guys, going to be the exact same. Again, big buff is going to go up to both of Mishka's wolves. So if the wolves are alive, and it seems like now, interesting enough, it seems like the wolves are not dying. And again, a lot of players have kind of pointed this out on the test server. It seems like the wolves are not dying because she can keep them alive, which is, I guess, a side effect of what we do have going on with her ultimate ability and her healing aspect down there. But you can see, guys, right here in the middle, both of the wolves are up, but overall 1.11 million damage. You can see, guys, she does a significant amount of healing, but when it comes to damage, she is almost non-existent in that damage front. Now, looking over here on the right side, we're going to go with Mishka and Torn on this one. So we're actually adding Torn to the formation. We have her, then we have a star, and we're going to put Tarnos in here. Now, overall, guys, he is wicked at PvP. He just crushes PvP formations. He does a considerable amount of damage. Campaign doesn't seem super effective, but overall, again, the PvP aspect, he is pretty strong, guys. 3.55 million damage there. Now, the thing to notice, and you'll see it in the next battle, guys, is with Nevanthi, she buffs Tarnos's summoned entities. So he will actually summon, and I might have to slow it down. You can see, guys, right there is this pillar where he teleported. Right there is another pillar in the bottom. She buffs the pillars, which is kind of crazy to think. So you have a hero like Tarnos that is going to get, again, an amplified damage because of Nevanthi and her ability to buff those in here, which again, I feel like that is a pretty broken build overall because she is buffing the pillars that he is dropping on the formations. Now, it doesn't work with all the heroes, but again, there are quite a few that this does work with. So this one, we're going to be running Tresnar with Mishka in here. We're going to have her right in the middle, and then we're going to run Oden in here, and of course Tarnos, because again, Damon in here, not Oden, Damon in this formation with Tarnos. Again, Tarnos is very interesting, guys. She also buffs Nemitsu's totems. So let me pop over here, guys. There is an entire list of buffs that she provides, again, which is kind of crazy to see. So just kind of running through the list, as soon as the last 2 battles in here are done, again, I'm going to run through the list that we're seeing her buff. And again, this has been tested, guys, by quite a few guildies, as well as some other players, seeing where exactly the damage comes in and where the buff comes in. So the final one here is going to be the exact same, guys. We're going to run this one as well, which means that Tarnos and Mishka are getting her buff in here for the summoned entities, allowing them to do a considerable amount of damage, which again is pretty cool to see. Look at Mishka, guys. Mishka is very, very strong when it comes to the 909 furniture, the plus 60 engraving. Very, very strong, but there we go. 2.18, 2.36. Tarnos, guys, putting up some big damage. So that'll conclude it for the trials. And like I said, I want to run through the skills. I also want to kind of show you the heroes that we do have her buffing within here. Now, overall, like I said, guys, the plus 60 engraving, this is kind of the big one, is the summoner's attack rating and haste will be stacked. So this will actually be permanently increased, which is strong, guys. 8% for the attack rating, 6 haste, stacking up to 3 times, which is huge. That is absolutely huge. Now, the heroes that she buffs with us, guys, we have Peggy Nemitsu, Scrag Alero, Mishka, Solus 1, Awaken Solus, Saurus, Silas with the Clouds, Grez, Baden, Kayleen, Wukong, Halos, Tarnos, Zolrath, and Leofric. That is right, guys. Even thinking just kind of the quick rundown meta formations. Scrag with the Invade, of course, he brings in Ironjaw. That is buffed within there. Mishka in there, Awakened Solus is in there. Saurus gets the buff for his phased form. So he actually has different phased forms. But we have Silas in there. We have Grez. We have Kayleen, which is pretty strong. We have Halos. Halos does have his little pillar before him. I know it's not called the pillar, but Tarnos, of course, with those pillars. Zolrath with his split form. So when he actually summons into 2 of the heroes there, and then Leofric, of course, with the totem that he summons, which is very cool. Again, Halos is another one that is going to, and I think it's his Obelisk. I think it is the Obelisk. So the Obelisk is going to get a buff in here, guys. Again, some of the interesting ones, Nemitsu's totems. So the totems in here will get some buffs. If you checked out the video I did a little bit ago, when I was kind of testing her, Nemitsu did some crazy damage. I can't see him being used, but you never know because he does provide a really strong haste buff. So if you do have it in formation, a couple of the big ones we were looking at is one, Kayleen. Just because Kayleen is already very, very strong, guys, when you start building her out, has a lot of utility. If you're going to start giving her adds kind of a supercharged attack rating and Kayleen more attack, more haste, that is going to be a game changer, guys, which I think it could alter, again, the Twisted Realm, Cursed Realm comps that we see, as well as a lot of more meta formations. We could see this hero going straight to meta. Now, another question that a lot of players had, guys, was Wukong. Could it be the revivance or the revitalization of Wukong if she is buffing all of the clones that he makes? Could be pretty strong. Again, might see a possibility, which I think would be just absolutely insanity if she made Wukong good. But again, looking at heroes that we normally use like Zolrath, when he goes in again to that phase form, he is going to have a damage boost. He is going to have the 2 Zolraths right here. When he goes to Doppelganger, when he has both of them up, the second summoned entity is going to do more damage, which again is going to be kind of crazy to see. Same with Leofric, which I don't have him on here, but he actually puts up sort of like a pillar. I forget exactly what they call it, but it's a big... he has the Hellworms, which I don't know if that buffs, but he has the Shadow Massive. This is the big, almost pillar-looking thing that he provides in there, guys, which again is going to be pretty cool. Now, some of the heroes it doesn't buff, Zephyriel Twins, Damon, Tassi, Mahira, Iran, Respin, Pharrell, and Hodgkin. It does not provide a buff with the new Wilder hero, guys. So unfortunately, those heroes not getting a buff. But overall, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think about the hero and the trials. And as always, thank you guys for watching.